Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, we are going to test out the very controversial foundation, which is the Morphe Fluidity Foundation. Bought this at Morphe Australia, so I bought the foundation, and then at the same time, I also want to try the concealer. Video, I want to test out how the foundation works. I've been hearing and watching and reading a lot of controversy about this foundation, that the color match is really not that good, but some of my friends said that it really works well with them, especially with the oily skin. And yeah, let's test out ourselves and let's get started. But before we start and dig into this, don't forget to follow me on my social media account, Instagram Got Tinted, Facebook page Got Tinted, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and click that bell button. Before we start, I'm going to prep my skin first, and I'm going to use the Pyunkang Yul Essence Toner. And for my eye cream, I'm using the Trilogy Eye Contour Cream. I really focus on the corner of my eye because this part really dries a lot, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable. After I put eye cream, I'm going to use the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% and just like 2 drops. And then I go with my Centella Blemish Cream from CosRX. So I'm basically just doing my normal skincare routine. I already finished my Neutrogena Ultra Sheer sunscreen, so I am now jumping into this Sun Killer Perfect Water Essence. I just bought this when I was in Hong Kong, and I haven't tried this brand before. Because actually I thought that this is the Biore Watery Essence sunscreen, but it turns out it's a different brand. And I will just apply my lip balm, and this is from Dior Addict Lip Glow. So I already prepped my skin, and we are now ready to apply and wear and test the foundation and concealer. And I always say this in the beginning of my video every time that we review a foundation. In this channel, I don't use primer if we are testing out foundation, because we want to test the performance of the foundation by just because we want to test out the performance of foundation just by itself. I do have a combination skin type, so oily on the T-zone area and a little bit like not dry but kind of like dehydrated on the cheek area. And if you have the same skin type as me, I hope this review will help you out. And yes, let's get started. To be honest guys, I will not lie, before I buy this foundation, I keep on asking my friends, and like I think for a week I keep on watching reviews about the Morphe Fluidity and checking out the shades, the color matching and everything like that. So, and I hope with all my research and such, I hope that I get the right shade, because some of my friends said that at first it is a perfect shade for them, but then it oxidized, so I get one shade lighter, and I hope that this works, and I hope that it will not oxidize on me. And yeah, let's just see. Okay, so I got the shade F2.3. just focus on this. And at the back of the packaging is the claim of the foundation: Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation, 24-hour long wear, sweat proof, transfer resistant, water resistant, free of oils, fragrance and parabens, great for all skin type. Okay, I don't know if it's really good for all skin type, because some say it doesn't, it's not. So for the concealer, I got the shade C2.15. And the claim of the concealer is that instant full-on concealing power, blendable multitasking formula, free of fragrance and parabens, and yeah, that's it. And of course, the shelf life of the concealer and the foundation is at the back as well. 12 months of use, which is a year. And yes, today I'm thinking of doing half and half. one side brush and one side is makeup sponge. I didn't record. So anyway, I already swatched the foundation on the back of my hand. So this is what 2.3 looks like. In actual, it looks like a bit orange though, I'll be honest. I will really get frustrated if this is not a perfect shade when I applied it on my face, because I've done really a lot of research to get my perfect foundation shade for this Morphe Fluidity. Let me just do a side-by-side swatches with the foundation that I already have. So I get my three favorite foundation: Smashbox, Dior Forever, and of course Estee Lauder. And let's see if it's close enough. I'm doing this just so we have a point of reference, just in case you are same shade as me. So this is the Morphe Fluidity Smashbox 2.4, Dior Forever 300, and Estee Lauder 3W1.5. Okay, I think the closest shade is the Dior Forever Undercover. I just hope that it will not oxidize. Now let's go to the application. I will use brush on this side with no primer. Let's try to blend the one on the cheek area first. Oh, wow. Oh shoot, that's a full coverage one. Okay. Wow, it looks so good in the camera. And it's a perfect shade for me. I'm so happy. Coverage wise, with one layer of foundation, I would say it's medium to full coverage. It's more like going full coverage. If you have a perfect skin that you don't have any blemishes to hide, then one layer is good enough. But I will just add one more on this side, just on this side, to concentrate in here, because I can still see the mark, pimple mark, just in there. But I'm not going to use the brush anymore. Just going to use my finger and tap. Turns out to be a powdery finish. I don't really feel any stickiness at all. It's not heavy for me, or maybe because I didn't apply too much of the foundation. And yeah, for me, it's just like perfect. I'm loving the brush side. Now we go to the sponge side. Why do I feel like it's hard to blend with the sponge? Or maybe it just like, it dries quickly actually. Maybe that's why I find it hard to blend it with the sponge. Using sponge is also good, but I still of course prefer my brush. But it's not bad, right? Like, it's still even out my skin tone. And I will just add a little bit more on this side. Just gonna use that. Okay, it's also buildable coverage. If you want to add more, apply more, concentrate on one area. Okay, and on this side too. Which side do you like better? For me, both look good, but I prefer of course the brush, but totally up to you guys. But for me, it doesn't have any difference at all. It's just a little bit more heavier on this side. Finish wise, both the same finish, like it's a powder finish, not sticky. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the coverage. I think it blends seamlessly. I don't have any problem with it. And now let's go to the concealer. Concealer, I got the shade 2.15. I will just swatch it to you guys first. There. Let's get another concealer so we will have a reference. I will just use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Oh, they have the same tip. Okay. Colourpop has a yellow undertone, while this one, I would say it's kind of like more of a peachy undertone. In applying my concealer, I always use sponge. Oh wow, that's a bit thick. that is a good coverage. It's a bit thick though, but surprisingly it's thick in the consistency, but it doesn't feel heavy under the eye. I will just set my under eye later with the Coty Airspun because that is a translucent powder, so that it will not have any effect or it will not add any coverage on all that we apply on our face. And yes, so this is Morphe foundation and concealer. Time is 12:33 in the afternoon and I'm going to wear this the whole day. We have appointment for today. We're going to church and let's see how this one goes. I will check in from time to time and bye-bye! I'll see you later! This is the perfect time to wear a foundation because even though it's already going winter now here in New Zealand, even though it's already getting cold, it's still a bit hot though. I mean, the sun is like, when it touches to your skin, it's burning. This is what it looks like in a normal, natural lighting, and I feel like, can you see any difference on my neck and my face? Is it too light, too dark? Still good? Perfect shade? First time check guys, it's now 5:41 p.m. and this is now what my face condition looks like. I honestly just woke up and I can see a little bit oiliness on my nose area and a little bit on the forehead, but so far everything seems to be still okay. After 5 hours, I haven't noticed my laugh line, no creasing on my laugh line, just a little bit in here where we use the brush, but on the sponge side it's still okay, still looking good. And yes, that's it for now. I don't feel like I need to blot yet, so I will just come back again and give you my final update and my final thoughts. Hello guys, so this is the final check-in and it's now 1:40 a.m. Can you imagine, it's already like a.m. na, it's morning time and we just got home and I actually like ready to sleep. I'm actually ready to take my makeup off, but then I remembered that I'm doing a product review. So yeah, it's 1:40 a.m. and this is what my face condition looks like. Obviously, as you can see, 13 hours of wearing this foundation, oiliness now all over my face, but it's not like an excessive produce or excessive amount of oil. So my blotting paper is ready on my side, and let's zoom in so you can see what my face condition looks like after 13 hours. I think this is the longest time that I wear a foundation. Okay, let's go to the foundation first. You can see on this side that my pimple mark is already peeking through, and on this side and this side as well. And obviously you can see the shine on my forehead, nose area. As per the concealer, I don't see much creasing. Just a little bit on this side of my under eye, and oh, no indication of laugh line, creasing on the laugh line, which is good. That's what I like with my foundation, because it's very rare that I discover a foundation that doesn't crease on my laugh line. And yes, foundation rub off on this part of my nose. I think that's the main part. And now we go to blotting, just so we can see how much oil we can get on my face for 13 hours. So this is how much oil I got on my face, and after blotting, I don't feel that I need to retouch, but just on the nose area. So yes, 13 hours without retouching, and first time to blot. I think the appearance of my face after blotting looks so much better. I mean, just get rid of the oil. Overall, I like the performance of the Morphe Fluidity Foundation and the Morphe Concealer, and I'm very happy that I get the right shade for me. If you have the same skin tone as me, you can go for the F2.3. 2.3 is a light to medium with golden undertone, and the concealer is C2.15, which is light to medium with peachy undertone, if I'm not mistaken. I know some people say that there's inconsistency with the formula of it, but based on my experience, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel any inconsistency, and I don't feel that it oxidized on my face, or even when I'm swatching it, it didn't oxidize at all. Maybe I'm just lucky that the foundation that I got is very consistent, and to be honest guys, it really works with my skin type. It really works for me, and I love it. I can highly recommend it, and I'm very happy that I tried it myself. If you find this too matte for your skin, then just have a spray or spray a mist after you apply your foundation. Coverage wise, I can see and I can attest that even after 6 hours, 12 hours, or even 13 hours, the coverage is still there. Using brush and using sponge, I don't see any difference at all. So it's your preference on what you want to use. Yes, so with the concealer, I don't see any creasing even after 13 hours. And mind you guys, I didn't even bake my under eye. I just set it with translucent powder, and I didn't even use a yellow corrector. So just by itself, it's a good performance. The concealer is very, very good. Like, you see that? No signs of dark under eye. No eye bags. I'm really happy with this too. So I can highly recommend it. Of course, I will still keep on wearing this foundation. This is just an first impression review, and I will update you on my Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on my social media account, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram, Got Tinted, Facebook page, Got Tinted. And if you like this review, if you find this review helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you on the next one. Bye!